Sherman D. Manning. All right now, Sherman D. Manning live in Los Angeles, California. Anyone who's familiar with these podcasts and podcasting needs to give me a call with all deliberate speed and help me with this. Help me with this. I need help with this. If we're going to make this thing go big, we need to contact immediately. Sherman D. Manning. How many of you are going to be watching the FX series on tomorrow night? The People Vs OJ Simpson. If you're going to be watching that, you need to read the book, The Truth About OJ Simpson. It is a powerful, read. Now, I'm not Donald Trump, so I'm not going to tell you how great I am or anything like that. I'm going to tell you that I'm a struggling writer and that I'm doing my best to get better every day, and that I practice, and that I've gotten very, very great comments concerning this book, The Truth About O.J. Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice. Do me a favor, if you will, tweet, listen to this podcast by Sherman D. Manning. Do me a favor, go to your Facebook page, and talk about this podcast. Go to my Facebook site, Sherman D. Manning, and like me on Facebook. Like this podcast. Subscribe to it. Now, I just saw something on the computer earlier that I need to be doing to enable people to subscribe and download, etc. But my technical assistant did not come in today. She was sick. And so I've been struggling to figure all of this out on my own. It is quite frustrating. It is quite complex. But at the same time, it is extremely exciting. And I am enjoying every moment of this particular frustration. I am very, very, very excited. I'm so excited that I can't sleep. I'm so excited that I can't see straight. It is a privilege to be alive and in the land of the living one more time. I'm not with Donald and that group of people who are hating on America, thinking that America is in decline and all of that other bull crap. I think America is the greatest country on the face of the planet. We have our problems, we have our issues, and a house divided against itself shall not stand. So we need to get together and knock down these walls of divisiveness and these walls of division that seem to continuously try to overtake us. But I am confident that we can do it and that we will do it. And there's something about these young people, 30 years old and younger. They get it. They get it. They just don't have the race issues that your generation, perhaps, and mine has had. They don't have those kind of issues. They're not judging people by the color of their skin, but rather by the content of their character. And what we need to do is get with the program, grow up, whatever it takes. And I know people don't talk about this kind of thing a lot. Most of us simply want to complain about the problem. You have a lot of black folks that blame all the white folks. You have a lot of white folks who blame all the black folks, and everybody is at odds. But at some point, some of us need to sit down and talk about some solutions. And I think one of the solutions to the racism that remains in this country is, as I was saying earlier, we need to get together. If every person listening to me right now would take someone to dinner or lunch tomorrow who does not look like you, who does not share your complexion, it would make all the difference in the world. I am a living witness that the more time you spend around people who don't look like you, the more time you spend around people who don't necessarily share your political philosophy, the more time you spend with those people, the better you understand them. And quite frankly, a lot of times you will find yourself liking them. And relationships, acquaintanceships, associations, and even friendships can grow out of those meetings and out of those get-togethers, etc. So I urge and encourage every man, every woman, every girl, every boy who's listening to me right now, tomorrow, take someone to lunch whom you've never taken before, who doesn't look like you. If you're black, find a white. If you're white, find a black. If you're Latino, find an African American. If you're, whatever, Asian, find someone. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of the boxes that we put ourselves into. And let's talk about it. Let's get together. One of the things I enjoyed about Michael Austin, correctional guard over at Donovan State Prison. I mean, we disagreed politically on almost everything, but talking to him at length gave me an understanding of his paradigm. And quite frankly, I think he might have learned a couple of things from me also. But it is a learning experience when you get around folk who don't share your political persuasion. You could learn from them. The only people who can't learn from each other are those in Washington, D.C., the congressmen and the senators who go there to play games and who go there to sell out and who go there to become rich. They don't, they're not trying to understand each other. They're not trying to get together. Just like Paul Ryan, he's not trying to do anything with President Obama. He's just trying to criticize him and play to his base and play games. A real politician is a person who's willing to lose an election because it's right to do right. They're not made like that anymore in D.C. right now. We have a bunch of clowns, I hate to say it, running the United States Senate. I mean, I would not allow Mitch McConnell to clean my dog's behind. I would not allow Ted Cruz to cut my grass. There's just a lot of things I would not allow. And, character means something to me. Even personality means something to me. And now somewhere I read that character is what you do when you think no one is looking. I'm sorry to tell you that this Ted Cruz guy and a lot of these other folk, they don't have any character. They're fake. They're phony. They're plastic. They can't be transparent. They'll get up and quote the Holy Bible one minute and call the president a terrorist the next minute. They'll get up and quote Jesus Christ one minute and act like Adolf Hitler the next minute. Now, Donald can't quote him too much because Donald has never read the Bible. I assure you of that. That Bible he waves around, hoodwinking people on a daily basis. Come on. When you say 2 Corinthians instead of 2 Corinthians, I can assure you, you have not read the Bible. And the main reason Donald has not read the Bible is because he's not in the Bible. Come on now. We know he has not read the Bible. Let's keep it authentic. Let's be for real here. Let's don't play games. He's never read the Bible. It's not my place to judge anybody because the Bible says, judge not that ye be not judged. It also says, however, that ye shall know them by the fruit they bear. Please excuse me. I look at the fruit he's bared. I look at the stuff he does and the stuff that comes out of his mouth. You remember blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her ears, blood coming out of her wherever when he meant vagina. We know what he meant. Come on now. We're adults. We don't have to play games here. If you're less than 17 years old, you probably shouldn't be listening to this podcast anyway without parental guidance. I don't reach out to children. I reach out to those who are 18 years old and older. And if you find yourself younger than that, go get your mom, go get your dad, go get someone who's older to chaperone you through this broadcast, if you please. Donald's never read the Bible. And I assure you, he claims he's Presbyterian. They looked all around in New York. I went to the Presbyterian church that he said he was a member of, and they said they didn't know the guy. They only knew him by television, but he'd never been there before. Ben Carson, an alleged devout Christian. I talk about his kind of Christianity in my book, The Truth About OJ Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice. It's right there. Ben Carson is a is a problem. And as I've said before, he is the third worst thing to happen to Black America. Help me find Christopher Byrd, please. I need my listeners to find Christopher Byrd. He was wrongly charged with murder in Arkansas. His mother's name is Tammy Counts, Counts. I need to find him. They ended up leaving Arkansas and went somewhere to North Carolina. If you know how to use Zava search, etc., to find him and send me an email and let me know how I can contact him or let him know to contact me. If you would like to sponsor this podcast, let me know with all deliberate speed. Sponsorship is free right now. It is free. I am not looking for people to pay me. I simply want 4 or 5 companies that we can talk about and call our sponsors, and that we can ask our listeners to patronize. And so if you want to sponsor this podcast, contact me at ShermanDManning@yahoo.com. That is ShermanDManning@yahoo.com. If you didn't get a pen, I'll read that back in about 90 seconds. So go get a pen. Take a look at www.napsusa.org. That's N as in needle, A as in apple, P as in Paul, S as in Sherman, USA.org. Take a look at that. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on YouTube. Like me on YouTube. I need your support. Follow me on Twitter. I should be up and rolling again very soon on Twitter. I've been on it for years, but I'm taking controls myself very soon, and we'll be tweeting like crazy. Just give me a few days. Like us, follow us, subscribe, call everybody you know, text everybody you know, let them know that Sherman D. Manning has been released from hell and that he's talking about it, an expert on criminal justice with experiential data. I have enough experiential data and studies to have a PhD in criminal justice. Again, my email is ShermanDManning@yahoo.com. That is ShermanDManning@yahoo.com. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away a free book right now. To the first person to call me at a number I'm going to give you. I am going to give you a free copy of The Truth About OJ Simpson. The first person to call me, get your pen and paper or get your cell phone ready so you can program this number in. The first time it rings, I promise you, I'm going to give you a free copy of The Truth About OJ Simpson. We'll be mailing it to you tomorrow. Okay, the first person to call me at this number, this is a one-time call now. The number that you need to call is area code 404-386-9356. Call area code 404-386-9356. Call that number now, and you will get a free copy, if you're the first caller, of The Truth About OJ Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice, which is available at local bookstores and on Amazon.com. Give you a free copy of that book right now if you give me a call at 404-386-9356. 404-386-9356 for a free copy of my book, my new book, The Truth About OJ Simpson. Give me a call. Check me out on Facebook. Like me there. Email me at ShermanDManning@yahoo.com. And again, the first person to give me a call at area code 404-386-9356 gets a free copy of my brand new book, The Truth About OJ Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice. Call me. Sherman D. Manning signing off. Keep hope alive.